Part 2. So part 1 we finished the head, the ears, and the spikes with all its red coloring at the top. Now I'm going to move into the face. Again, I'm not going to use, kind of just for the sake of my own pickiness, I'm not going to use like a peach or anything. I'm just going to use this yellow. It actually might look better in the end. Like, I mean, you guys could use peach or orange or whatever artwork you're basing shadow off of, but just for the sake of this, I'm going to use yellow. Make the little mouth thing. And just kind of put that on. Yeah, make sure it covers his like whole face. Mostly. The day I'm recording this, which is, believe it or not, August 12th, but this won't be on then, it just occurred to me that the meteor shower was in Animal Crossing tonight. I was going to play it, and it's... and I forgot, now it's over. I knows, make a ball and make it a teardrop. Point it. Nose. That should stay in. I'll do the frown next, or the mouth. I still don't know what you call, like, that thing that Shadow has, like, or all the Sonic characters have, like, this thing. It's not a mouth, but it's like, you know, I don't know what it is. Or the real word for it. Maybe this would be better with a toothpick. Yeah. Remember our handy-dandy friends, the toothpicks. As much as I really don't like to use these guys sometimes, boy do they help. Even small things like that. No, don't smile. Shadow doesn't smile. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's not like a frown. It's like a scowl or something. That looks pretty great. I'll keep that there. Next, I guess I'll add the white in. Again, tip because you used red and stuff. Be careful about getting the red in the white because it'll make it look crappy. But I'm not gonna go wash my hands or anything for this. But just like, you know, you might want to wipe them with a paper towel or something. Wow, yeah, my hands are really red. Oh well. So next we're going to make the eyes, or the, not the actual eyes, the eyeballs, I guess. Like that. I'm having so problem with the anatomy of Sonic characters, like it just, I don't understand it. Kind of just flatten it out, you know, like the Sonic. Fold it up. And then just flatten it again. You may need to adjust this because obviously this is probably going to be a bit too big. Yeah, it's a bit too big. And then shape them to... Bleh, that came out wrong. And then shape them to Shadow's, like, the shape of his eyes. Or the eyeballs, whatever. Like, you know, make them look like they look. Don't just do some random shape. Like that, see? You can see that against the black. I hope these are the right size. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm gonna have to adjust this. I'm taking the nose off. I recommend you do this. You do the same when you do a shadow. That might be a bit too big. Hold on a sec. I always overestimate the size by a lot. Because the clay, it has thickness. I often completely forget about the thickness and how much it sticks out from the actual, you know, model. A lot of the time. Wow, we're already at 5 minutes again. I'm kind of scared to do a Link or a Marth in one of these tutorials. Or not, where did Marth come from? Samus. I don't know why Marth just popped into my head. But, or Marth 2, because those would take me forever. But if you guys want to see them, I'll do them. But just prepare for, like, a lot of parts. Okay. Make sure the white goes all the way to the edge of the mouth. Yeah, the yellow part of the mouth, whatever. Okay. I think we've managed the eyes pretty well. I'm going to switch angles just because it's going to be so much easier to work from above, so give me a sec. Okay, better. I'm gonna put the red stuff on his eyes now. Because I will. It's just at the corner. So you might want to just make another, like, long thing, a little smaller than that, but, and then just bend it at the corner, so it's like a triangle. And then put it on. It's actually pretty good. Hey, that looks pretty good. You could make it a bit smaller. I actually like to make them a little bit bigger. Like that. Do the same for the other side. Okay. So the red stuff is on pretty well. I'm going to do the eyes now. And I guess I'll try and be fancy with them. So I'll make them red, then I'll put the, black, just a small thing like that. Yeah, I'll use a toothpick for this. Maybe you guys will even be able to see it better. There we go. Yeah. Do another. Same way. Well, not that big, I guess. Because it's that depth factor that you're not thinking about. Maybe a little too big. Ah, stick. Okay, I guess it's a pretty good size. Right there. There, that's pretty good, I'd say. Okay, now same thing. Oh, that was the nose. I think that was the nose, yeah. Same thing, but with, black now. I guess I will try and be super fancy with this. If you guys can see that, just make it smaller. See? Like that, I guess. Same thing with the other one. There. That's most of the eyes. Now I gotta put little pupil things, and that's even smaller. You guys remember in whatever video game clay figure model video, I don't even remember what one it was, might have been the third one, that Kyogre I made with the really, really small eyes. I mean, that thing was small to begin with, and the eyes that I put in, those are like amazingly small. I don't know how I did that. That's one. That's two. I think. Yeah, okay. Wow, that was hard. That was hard. I'll put the nose back on now. Actually, no. Before we put the nose on, we're gonna put a shine on it. Because it'll look cooler. This box is like sloped, so everything rolls off of it. You can press it on to make sure it's on. Yay! Okay. Now, all we have to do to finish the whole head is put the coloring inside his ears. So same thing with like the ears, except just make a triangle with the different color. And put that in his ears. And I made it too big. Make sure it's not too big or it won't fit, nor will it look good. Hey, that's a good size. Haha. And do it again. Parts like this that are like kind of tedious and maybe a bit boring because it's the same thing twice. Technically 4 times because we made 4 triangles. Spread that out a bit. There we go. Alright. So that was Shadow's head. I hope I didn't make that too far out of the camera. But there's the head of Shadow the Hedgehog. Now I'm going to move on to the body. Next. I'll call this the end of this part. I'll move on to the body next. Part 3 already. Wow.